Hi guys, today I have a game for you in my Tier 7 Russian cruiser, the Shchors. Now, this game was taken yesterday, and the reason I am really replaying the Shchors is because of the Russian cruiser line split. Instead of using those tokens to get all of the ships that would be released in the tech tree line to get early access to them, I only did it for the tier 5 because of the split coming. And I'm like, well, I'd rather start at tier 5 and then grind the rest of them. But what I did with the with my tokens is bought more premium time. They're tech tree ships. Why do I need to waste those tokens when I need ships to grind? Like, besides, I still have my British heavy cruisers to finish up. I have to grind for the tier 10 Russian cruiser because I didn't have any EXP left on my Donskoy. But I mean, it gives me something to do.
I need intelligence data.
So that's why I'm trying to get some experience on the Shchors. Now, as you see, I'm trying to take care of fairly aggressive approach, and I usually do this at the start of the game. I have islands for cover. I have the little nook from this big island to get some cover, but I want to give our DD some support. And here's the Atlanta. I need to blow my nose again. Okay, hopefully that got everything, but as we can see, there's the and you see I'm getting the island that I'm going to hit the island indicator. Still had a couple shells hit, but my rear turrets are definitely hitting the island while my front are getting through. While my front are still getting through and connecting, some damage is better than no damage. Now, I am trying to use the island to hide me, but, Atlanta radar. But as you can see, I can punish, or I can shoot at the Marblehead if the island didn't get in the way. Again, these islands are OP. But I know I've got this island here for cover. The other reason I'm able to do this is because there's a battleship pushing up, there's another battleship pushing up, and there's the Omaha. I have people coming over. So I can try to sit here and help our GD. Now, I'm obviously only one ship, and I can only do so much. But at least I can sit here and provide support. Now, if he chooses to play poorly, YOLO, smoke up so I can't shoot the DD who's got Hydro on him. Clearly, the enemy destroyer's got Hydro. And was pushing up, but I guess he did end up dying. But, he ended up taking, some damage for it. But hey, whatever. I was still here to offer him support. Oh no, my nose. The other thing, guys, I'm just waking up. This game was literally played yesterday. But I don't want to leave you guys without a day with a video, which is why this will also be up late. Now, the one thing that's great about the Shchors, and pretty much the entire line, including the Moskva, is they're actually really good kiting ships. The one thing the Moskva can do better than, well, but Jesus, not even a Moskva anymore. Was it the Nevsky? But they're really, really good kiting cruisers. Now, what I'm trying to do is, the old tactic that you do at the higher tiers, get some fires going, move on to a new target. But, you know, this guy looks like he doesn't have his DCP ready. But, I mean, this is what I'm saying. You know, I got some fires on that guy. I knew he was going behind the island. So let me see if I can get some more. But I definitely want to not run into the Omaha, who's now dead. But, you know, distribute my fires equal. I'm an equal opportunity fire starter. Unless it's on me, then I'm totally against it. It's broken and it needs to get changed. But when I'm dishing it out, equal opportunity, don't care who you are. Of course, I'm allowed to be a hypocrite because I said so. But as you can see, I'm trying to hit multiple targets. I'm trying to deal with multiple ships. I'm just shooting at multiple things. Koenig was, you know, pushing. The one on the 7 line was pushing out. The one that's on the cap needs to be dealt with because he's on cap trying to cap it. Scores are still relatively even. I don't run any mods, so I don't know how health pool is going. Our battleship is asking for support. But all of my thoughts and my tactics, it's the same through any tier, guys. You have to play your ship. You have to understand the ship and the ship's strength. Positioning and game mechanics. It doesn't matter what tier you're at. Now, I have always had a hard time dealing with Shchors. Just in general. I usually don't do well in it, which is why I actually never kept this ship. Yes, I had to rebuy this ship. I do not have fond memories of the Shchors, just like I do not have fond memories of the Colorado, because I went through the Colorado grind in its original form. And the only thing that can compete with the Colorado's turret traverse was the original Warships. The other thing when I went through it, Tier 7 matchmaking meant you were guaranteed to see Tier 8s all the time, because that was the tier everybody was playing because of the Tier 10 economy. Now, enough babbling about the past. Let's focus on the present here. Now, they have a fairly large group coming out of the 3 line, but I'm still dealing with the ships that went up to the top. Now, the Koenig on the A line, you know, obviously he's no threat, no issue, but the guys coming out of the 3 line are starting to become an issue. There's a Nicholas, a Synop, and a Koenig. They have to deal with 4 ships.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
I am still relatively unscathed. Some jerk scratched my paint, and I know it wasn't the Omaha I ran into. But I see Russian bias, and I think to myself, well, how do you beat Russian bias? Oh, crap. Isn't it 2 Russian bias? Okay, they clearly have the advantage in Russian biased right now. The best way to deal with them, guys, get them to use their damage control parties, because they're limited to 4. Let's just maximum of 4. I don't know why you wouldn't take Superintendent on one of those, but let's just go with the assumption that they're running 4, because that's worst case scenario. 2 fires. Any good battleship player is going to put out 2 fires. Now, I want to stay on the Synop because our remaining battleship, the Koenig, he's fighting 2 battleships, possibly the Furataka. God knows where the DD is. He has no help. I know the Synop just used damage control, so if I can at least get 1 fire, that's going to, you know, it's going to, the hiccups. It's going to do some damage to this guy. Also, the Atlanta missed and wasn't doing much. There's another fire on the guy, but you know what? At this point, I'm looking for the Atlanta because once again, I am positioning to minimize damage, receiving damage. I'm trying to use islands to stay hidden, but where I can dish it out. I also want a cap C. At this stage of the game, it could literally come down to whether or not we have this cap or not. The enemy is clearly going to get into B to stall out B. So if I can get C, we're still going to have a cap lead. See the Atlanta, and it's now time to deal with the Atlanta as I did get a Confederate due to my fire sparking on the Synop. Now the A-line Congo finally dealt with one of our cruisers. But this is the importance of trying to preserve your health as a cruiser till the end. Their healthiest battleship is the one that's on B, which is who I'm going to try to get the cap resets instead of helping deal with the Atlanta and the the Koenig, because I wanted to get some sort of resets. I see the Atlanta beached. I'm not sure which island indication it's telling me, but hey, I'm taking the shots anyways. The guy's beached. He needs to go down. We need to take guns out of the game. We also need to get cap resets. The longer that guy's forced to stay on cap, the longer, the longer he's pretty much going to do, either stay on it or get off it. And if he gets off it, great. Now I am going to try to use the smoke here from our Nicholas, while our Nicholas is doing what I think is the wise thing in hauling, but to get that cap, because once again, we're probably not going to stop him from getting into D. We're definitely losing B, but I'm stalling at B. The Koenig, thankfully, can't see me now. This battleship has just ignored me, partly due to positioning. But, now he can see me, and, I'm doing nothing but resets. Now, what I'm going to do is I don't want to stay broadside to any battleship because my name is not Smolensk, and going broadside is the best course of action. Because of reasonings, I'm going to pop my hydro and rush this island. I'm hoping I'm going to get support from the Nicholas. At some point, you got to put faith in your teammates, whether it's good or bad. Now, I am going to drop these 4-kilometer torps right here in hopes that he was going to glide out. I failed to see at the last second that he was actually coming to a stop. But now I screw up a little bit by getting too close to the island and get within assured detection range, which means I'm being spotted, and that was definitely an ouchie. Somebody please hand me the teddy bear so I can show you where the evil battleship touched me. But pulling that close to the island, allowing the Conan to get within sure detection, meant that guy's got free shots on me. Now, ours is shooting HE, whatever. Why? You're a battleship. I don't believe in HE usage, per se. Now, I'm hoping our Nicholas is going to outright just delete this guy, but I only see 3 torpedoes, which meant he screwed up his torpedo run. Now, my hydro's going to run out before the torp tubes that I would like to push this guy in are loaded, but I am going to get in position to bum rush this guy, as our near full health New York is probably speed walking to save his life, because that thing is never going to run. Now, unfortunately, I'm spotted by this guy shooting, whatever, but I mainly popped my spotter to get eyes on the Koenig. Now, luckily, the guy completely missed, and I'm hoping a Koenig's got his guns looking at the Nicholas and not me. I am gonna fire these things, you know, obviously for, and I was hoping this guy was gonna pull forward, as some people tried to juke you, but thankfully, I was able to deal with this guy, and now I'm thinking, man, if this Nicholas can just keep this battleship spotted, I should be able to easily farm him to death. I'm not going to fault the Nicholas for what the Nicholas is about to do. But, I see this guy fire the front gun, and, I fell for it. Well played to that guy. He had his other 3 guns ready to shoot at me, but at the same point, you know what? If the Nicholas decided to do something and smoke up or not be able to see him, I'm hoping New York will be able to see him. That something would be able to keep this guy spotted as I just, casually get behind an island and just start lobbing HE shells at it. Now, it looks like the Nicholas is going over to deal with what was their destroyer. But it's at this point to where the Nicholas can help out both sides. He could easily ambush this battleship. He could keep him spotted for me. Instead of this guy going behind. I could also have gotten off my lazy butt and typed in chat, hey, dude, can you please keep this guy spotted for me? As I pull a Witherer, and, that's the easiest way to get the Witherer, guys. Find something that either you set on fire or you've seen a teammate set on fire and has damage controlled. Pray to the Lord that you're going to get the fire on that guy. And, I'll hope that you can get 2, but just burn things that its damage control party are down. Let them pull off a heal so you have more hit points to burn off of them. But luckily for us, the battleship decided to get spotted again. But he really has no choice. He has no choice but to try to go for this camp. Now, with him burning, I don't exactly want to shoot for several reasons. I want him to get onto the camp. I want to shoot to when he's right about to get on the camp, so he, I can get some decapping points. But the other thing is I shot there is because I was hoping the island was going to conceal me. I didn't know if it was or wasn't. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take the risk. I see this guy's glowing off health. I know one shell hit from this guy. And, you know what? My life is over. I know he just had a fire on him. But as you can see, the guy's finally starting to wise up and stop sailing broadside to me. And nose in, giving me a smaller target as he manages to incapacitate one of my guns. Which means if I want to get damage, I'm going to have to show off a little bit more of my side. It starts going broadside. I'm just thinking, all I need is one fire. Just give me one stinking fire on the guy. Stop aiming so far behind him like an idiot. And actually hit this guy. I shouldn't have turned back in because it ended up costing me my ship. But I'm like, man, if I could just get that fire, this guy would be dead. And unfortunately, no fires. Saturation also played a key role into this. I really was getting greedy at the end there, guys. But you know what? Look at the time. Look at the score. Look at what we own. Look at what's left. Granted, New York is probably low health. Our Koenig is probably low health. But our Nicholas is alive. And he's a stealthy boat. Their battleship is in more shape than our battleships are to begin with. Now, I do hope you guys enjoyed this replay. I do hope you did learn something. I do hope that you were able to take something away from this. So now we're just going to go check out the post-battle results. once again, I do hope you guys did learn something from this. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do appreciate all your support. I'm sorry about the reload of the Frederick. I screwed up my scheduling, and that one accidentally got released early. And with it only sitting at 5 counts, I'm like, I might as well just re-upload it for Monday, because when I do get test ships, I do tend to focus on those, which limits my playability on other ships. Which means, really, I have very limited time to get content for you guys. I do appreciate all the support. Please remember to compliment good team play, good teamwork. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and have yourselves one heck of a great day.